Wife, Brigitte Sheffer Drews. My name is Joshua Drews. This is going to be a great match. What do you think, Briggs?
Well, we selfishly decided to commentate on this one because we know one of the teams. So we thought we'd have a little fun with this for sure.
Tonight they're dressed as Super Mario characters, it looks like.
Yeah, they're wearing their Super Mario hats, which is kind of fun.
Mustaches included.
We don't need to talk about the mustaches.
I'm sure they're quite the hit.
What's the yellow one?
That's Wario.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Merrimack Valley sitting pretty good here, laying 3 all on the center line. Unsure who has the hammer, actually. I didn't see that at the beginning. Still a good position to be in.
Looks like Merrimack Valley, just based on this, is the 6th Yellowstone being thrown. I believe Merrimack only has 5.
Yeah, so looks like they're in a pretty good position then.
Not a bad shot to move things around.
Yeah, the Nittany Valley team really put that in a good spot while eliminating another stone.
So it looks like they're just going to guard that shot again.
Yeah, it seems like a smart call. It seems early enough in the end, with this being the third's last rock, actually. Pretty good spot.
It's too soon to draw under again?
I wouldn't draw under there because that yellow, if they would run it back, it would draw anything straight down to the button with the drag effect happening. So I like a guard here for now.
But you could be sitting 3, that's all I was kind of thinking.
Save that for now. Save that for later. Nice shot by Mr. Cowell. Fun fact why he started curling, his roommate didn't want the curling club to die. Didn't want the club to end. So that's really why he started curling.
But it seems like he can't get enough of it because he's definitely kept playing.
Nittany Valley discussing what their next shot should be.
I think they have to draw. I mean, I guess you could hit again, but the angles aren't really in your favor.
They could at least remove another red.
Jiggle some things around.
Could at least remove another red. Skip Mark Lehendro from State College, Pennsylvania, in his 3rd year, strolling down the ice to take his first shot in the first end.
You guys would probably have a few things to talk about because it does say here that his fun fact is that he umpires baseball so that he can pay for curling. I'm just saying, he's a baseball guy.
Yeah, no, I definitely have something to say to talk to him about anyway.
All right, let's see what he does with this.
I'm sure we'd agree on some calls, maybe disagree as well. No dirt being kicked, though.
So he's delivering with a stick.
This looks like it has the potential to at least
it looks
remove
like a pistol.
couple.
Did some damage. Yep. So now MBCC sitting 1.
Nice shot to remove a stone.
That was pretty good. That was really good control. He threw that pretty perfectly.
Probably about as good as he could hit it. So that's pretty good execution there. Skip Joe Urbano. Yes, that's how you pronounce his name. His fun fact is that his father cannot pronounce his first name, so at least we can say Joe.
Right.
Or not Joe. Oh! As he believed.
Yes, he was very dramatically telling us how his dad says his name. It was quite amusing last night. So let's see what he can do here. Yeah. Looks like they're going for the draw underneath. I would think trying to get to top 4.
Yeah, top 4 is what you're looking for here. You don't want to slip behind the tee line. Don't want to give the other team an opportunity to sit on there and have nothing to do about it.
Looks like it's maybe going to over curl. That might not be.
Well, looks like it's pretty good.
Looks close.
It's a little hot.
It's a little toasty. I was expecting that to grab more. My bad. Just a little too much weight.
Just slips through the rings, leaving 4 foot wide open.
like they're going to play probably another hit. Not necessarily easy to double both, since, does that red ever jam, Josh?
Yeah, it looks like the angles it would jam to me. Maybe it might go over the top.
But maybe he's drawing, actually.
I think the smart call is the draw here.
Yeah, this looks like draw ice.
That would force Merrimack Valley skip to make a run back to score there too. So I like putting the pressure on here. Trying to draw behind the guard.
See if I can time this to get an idea of what draw weight is.
Oh, you're taking some notes during the Scotties, I see.
Joanne Courtney's been keeping track of time, so I figure it's a good thing to do. Let's see what he does with this. A little tricky to see it, so we'll have to time the next one. This looks like it's not quite going to get there.
This looks like it's going to
might just sneak by. Might just sneak.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
Line looks very close.
No, it's going to overcurl. He's on the front. And he's going to tap them up. Oh, maybe not quite. Might have tapped them up to be second.
Unfortunate break there for Nittany Valley.
Now, knowing Joe, he's going to play that hit. If there indeed 1-2. I would think, anyway. I would be very surprised if he draws, even though he just drew.
I think we have a new Joe. I think he's going to draw here.
All right. So he just needs,
a little hip wiggle from Skipper Bono. Looks like he's ready to go here. That hip wiggle might have been for the crowd.
Looks like he probably just needs to touching white's really good.
Yeah, a little better than full 12 to secure them their 3 points. Joe Urbano lining himself up.
A little down, but maybe they can drag it.
This looks like it's going to overcurl by a lot, and it's pretty short.
Not even...
Tough break for Merrimack Valley, but it looks like they have...
Should be 2.
Secured their 2, yes, and it looks that way as they kick the rocks off. We'll have to wait till they put the score up.
I think if they were only 2, he definitely would have hit that yellow. I don't think he plays a draw.
I agree. Well, the man in the Mario hat has come up a little short, so...
not a bad couple shots by the Nittany Valley skip, though, to get them out of some trouble.
Mark did pretty well for himself.
So Patrick Lambert now ready to throw for Merrimack Valley.
The Amherst native, who curled for 3 years. Really loves the strategy and the ice games. The curling combines them both. So good to see Patrick out here on the ice. Luigi and Waluigi guiding this rock down the ice.
It's going to overcurl a hair. Might hang on there.
Might I add, incredible mustaches from both those gentlemen.
It's actually
That's
pretty good guard.
Pretty good shot.
A little high.
Pretty good shot.
Does the job right on the center line there.
Yeah.
So now
Nittany Valley lead, Jason Moran from Boalsburg, Pennsylvania. Years curled, this is his 3rd year. Why he started curling? For the broom stacking, of course.
it's always an interesting part of curling events, hanging out with the other team after games. It's going to just sneak this by the guard. Is it a bit heavy?
It is going to overcurl though. I believe it's just going to stay in or just slip through.
Looks like it's out of the rings, but maybe not out of play. Oh, it's out of play. Okay.
Skip for Merrimack Valley, eats its mushroom, sweeps it through.
because he got more power from the mushroom. I can't
he
with
sure
you.
did. Ice Tech Daniel Ostmeyer's really got the ice really fast here tonight and really swingy. This is going to be really fun to watch. Could be some really great shots being made. Patrick Lambert with the come around here for Merrimack Valley. This looks pretty good.
Going top 4. Really nice shot.
Excellent shot. 2 perfect shots by the Merrimack Valley lead.
Pretty good.
Chance for the Nittany Valley team to follow it down and freeze on this shot. Be a very good result for them.
I actually think he was looking at maybe bumping it. This looks a little heavy. It's not going to quite get there. Going through the rigs. All right.
A little heavy. A little heavy.
I think he was trying to play a bump there, Josh. I don't think the freeze was his game plan. Can you get around to nose on this ice? You play here more than I do, so I'm not sure
you
if that
can
was there.
definitely get back line and get to the nose there.
All right, now Mr. Taco Cat.
Taco
Throwing
Cat
second
is his
here.
name. Nobody knows his real name. Hails from Kalamazoo, Michigan. This is his 5th year. Why he starts curling? Olympic gold.
Like a lot of people, when Schuster won that gold medal at the Olympics, a lot of people got into it, and I, for one, am really glad that Taco did. I play with him on Tuesdays at Merrimack Valley, and he's a really lot of fun to play with.
You know what? And I really like the shot on this. This is the right way to miss the shot if you weren't going to be able to get top 4. Nice guard there is pretty good.
Yep.
Nittany Valley's second, Ron Lutz from State College, Pennsylvania as well. It's also his 3rd year. And good for us curling fans here. The reason why he's curling, he lost a bet.
That can't be true.
I bet you he's enjoying himself, though.
I don't feel like that's the real
Out
story.
here at the Dykes Bonspiel in Wayland, Massachusetts.
So forced to come the other way.
This is
It's
looking
not
fairly
not bad.
close.
Maybe give it a little bump. All right. All right, we're getting some rocks in play in the house
Nittany
here.
Valley Skip's pretty happy he lost the bet there. That's a pretty good shot.
Okay, so now Joe Urbano's going to follow up with another freeze on top of that rock. So this is going to get interesting here, folks. Line looks not bad here. Does it have the weight is the question.
Even if it doesn't at this point, they're still without the hammer.
It's going to overcurl a hair, I think.
I think you want to get the inside line here. But I still like that shot.
It's pretty good. Makes it that much tougher for Nittany Valley to come in and tap that red out.
It's a pretty good shot. Nittany Valley's looking to freeze onto, at least I would be calling the freeze here, on the top 4 rock and have basically Merrimack Valley from both sides. This looks a little warm though.
Well, his last one came back, so we'll have to see. Because his last one I thought was also too much weight and it came down nicely. So I think
like half.
I think his throw's a little deceiving.
Could be, yeah.
A little heavy, but
Ivana with the Italy broom did not get it through.
alright, so looking at putting another rock, kind of taking away the bump on the yellow, it looks like, or just guarding the other side. Can't block off both ways.
Correct. What shot would you be playing, Briggs?
I don't know. I might be tempted, again, is this the wrong call, to just be kind of aggressive and try and put another one on the forefoot?
I wouldn't necessarily want to go to the 4-foot on this side.
No, I would go the other way.
I mean, I wouldn't hate it, but I would probably throw the guard if I was going on the other side. This side should just be a guard. This looks a little warm.
A little heavy for a guard. Actually, it came down nicely. I didn't think it was going to come down that much. A little, takes away the bump, I guess.
Yeah.
Nittany Valley looking to come in and freeze, coming the other way. Mark's really playing both sides of the sheet here. I think he's kind of gone back and forth every rock.
They have access to the 4-foot rock, at least from both sides, which I think is a pretty good advantage for them at this point.
Absolutely. So Matt Coleman throwing third for Nittany Valley. He's from Howard, Pennsylvania.
Enjoyed watching the Olympics. That's what got him into the sport of curling. Just wanted to play it after. So it's good to see that Olympic success the Americans had in Sochi, I believe, really brought a lot of new curlers to the game.
Yes. Josh and I, for the people watching the stream, we are from Canada. So again, we are specifically from Manitoba, so a lot of natural curling in our blood just coming from that province. But it's been great to see so many people getting into the sport here due to the Olympic success. It really is a lot of fun.
Fulton, Maryland native Eric Cowell looks like he has a pretty nice one coming in here.
A little toasty. Check up a bit.
Just bounce it off of here would be pretty good. That's a nice shot. Did you know he has a fun fact that his mother cannot spell his first name? Yes, Deborah, we know you're watching, and that is what is written for us to say.
If you have any retort for that, please feel free to share, because I'd be very interested what your take is on that. Now I'm just wondering, Josh, did they leave a shot, or if you can hit that in the pants, they both go?
I don't believe that's available to get there. I think a pretty good shot would be is to just throw back line and kind of sit there, but this looks a little toasty, and it's just going to hit and roll away. If it touches it. Yeah, it touches it. Ooh, unfortunate break.
It's very unfortunate.
Unfortunate break.
So the Urbano team calling for another guard just outside of the rings or biting the 12-foot.
Yeah, no hesitation there from Skip Joe Urbano to call the guard. Two counting already. Doesn't want to get greedy. It's a good call.
Deborah just had a ha-ha for us for that comment.
Shout out to any of our Merrimack Valley fans out there watching, and also shout out to the Nittany Valley fans out there watching as well. Happy we're able to provide the streams here at the Broomstones Curling Club to be able to watch this fine event.
Let's see what Joe does with this. Sweeper's on it right away. Finishing nicely, might be a smidge. Oh, it's not bad.
Looks pretty good.
Okay.
Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
Nice shot.
Nice shot.
Pretty
Nicely
good.
guided in by Tucker Cat and Patrick Lambert.
Tricky for Nittany Valley to kind of get in here. Can they still potentially get through that hole and play something off their own yellow, Josh, or is that way too tight?
They can definitely tap up that yellow. If they can get enough weight, that is a different story. Pretty sure that all they could do is just bump that back and maybe lay second. Still, it's a pretty tough shot. He's maybe hoping to play a double off this top two in the 12-foot right now.
Well, he threw an absolute laser in the first end, so I would expect nothing less of him here. A little easier to see the release on this side, so let me see if I can actually get a time on this. If I can find my clock in time. And it's a laser, but it's not quite on the line.
This might wiggle through. This might wiggle through.
So
Oh, just rubbed. Just rubbed.
So that was about an 8-second hit.
Almost had a good one there.
I
Just rubbed on the top guard.
I thought they were going to get a little lucky spill there. It didn't quite work out.
Urbano played the guard on the other side of the sheet and looking to follow this up with the guard on the other side of the sheet as well.
Put it up a little higher, make it not to give him that same shot again. There's a good crowd here tonight watching these games.
Yeah, it's a packed house here at Broomstones Curling Club.
Warm room is pretty lively. Everybody seems to be enjoying themselves. So Urbano with the guard here. A little wide.
No, it'll get
It's
there.
gonna come back.
It's gonna curl a
comes
lot.
now.
I don't think they need to make it curl.
All right.
Nice shot
I think they had originally wanted it a little lower, but that's definitely going to do the job.
That's a peach by Urbano wearing the Mario hat. Peach, if you get it.
I'm ignoring all your puns.
Some of these you just can't pass up.
So what does Nittany Valley really have?
I see 2 shots.
An in-off?
In-off is one of them. The other shot could be, actually I guess there's 3 shots. One of them's to give up a steal one, which looks like they're making that option. The other shot would be to draw around the guard.
Can you go through that hole and hit your yellow? Or
Yes,
is that also risking you rolling out? Or?
You can. You're always giving up a steal of one, no matter what, if you play that shot. What he's playing right now with that ice, I'm not entirely sure what he's calling. I didn't see the indication, so we're going to have to see what he's playing.
Just about on the edge of the 8-foot, which I don't think is enough for a draw. And that's really tight to that guard Joe just threw.
He might be playing some sort of hit through the hole. I think you need some weight to be able to do this.
Definitely through weight.
This is all over the front. That's a steal of 2 for
Urbano.
Valley.
I think he was a little tight on that shot. If he was playing a hit, because I can't imagine that's what they were trying to do.
So after 2 ends of play, Merrimack Valley 4, Nittany Valley 0. Call him Johan.
Want to turn this back on yet, or biter?
In 3, Merrimack Valley and Nittany Valley, Battle of the Valleys.
So Joe Urbano just called for a biter on the 12-foot. Sweepers are working really hard to get it there.
Nice shot by Patrick.
That's not a bad result. That's the right way to miss that.
Nice center guard.
Tight guard too.
Yep. Nittany Valley skip Mark Lehendro calling for the corner guard to be delivered by Jason Moran. Fun fact for Jason is he performs 80s, 90s rap songs at karaoke under the nickname Old School, and that's not spelled CH School, that's with a K.
I like it. I'm into it. We'll have to see if, do they have karaoke here? Don't they have a karaoke machine?
I'm sure we could find a karaoke machine up here.
That might be some good entertainment for even tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So slid into the rings, but not necessarily in a bad spot, although now Joe has changed his call and looks like he is now hitting it.
Smart call by Joe Urbano. You're up 4. Why are we leaving any rocks in play?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Eric Cowell trying to push this over. Looks like it's going to get there.
I think this is going to over curl
It's going to get it, though.
Yeah.
All right. Shooter sticks around.
Yeah, just eliminating the stone would be job 1, so good job by Patrick there. Broom stacking aficionado, Jason Moran. Looked like he's just going to throw a corner guard.
Going to the other side. This looks a little tight,
Oh, I think it looks
but
pretty
it's
good.
still going to work out okay, I think.
Yep.
Might slip into the rings, though. It's coming down. It just slipped into the rings.
Indeed, a little deep. Skipper Bono calling for a draw on the tight center guard. Taco Cad delivering.
Drawing under, I would think. Sweepers going on it now. Weight looks pretty good.
It's a little tight on line for me.
Ooh. I thought they were going to be able to hold that. It just kind of snapped.
Oh, they just got it
by,
by.
but it might be
Looks a
too
little
much
heavy.
weight. Too much weight. Slides to the back of the house. All right, so
Yeah, pretty aggressive call by Merrimack Valley. Up 4-0. Yellow really needs to generate some points. I would have just got rid of the rock in the house there. What about you?
I probably would have played the hit, but maybe they were just concerned about jamming. I don't mind the draw underneath either. It's, as you said, it's aggressive, but if you make it, Nittany Valley's in a little bit of trouble. So let's see what they respond with. Looks like they're going to try and follow the path.
Ron Lutz going for the draw here. Fun fact for Ron is he attended the Utica Mixed Bonspiel with 4 guys. The Utica Curling Club was gracious enough to loan us women.
Seems like we've got some characters on this Nittany Valley team. I think broom stacking with them after would be quite entertaining.
Yes, it would be. And Ron drawing in there for Shot Rock. Pretty nice draw. Merrimack Valley looking to just follow them down.
Yeah. Now, do you still try to go top 4 here, or are you really trying to freeze on that back one?
Myself, I would be hitting, but this, if I'm looking to draw, I'm probably looking to be top 4 fully buried.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Taco throws this about the same, this could just be a nice little freeze, though. Although they're sweeping it a little earlier than last time.
Looks a little warm. A little warm. Not a bad result, though.
Not
Did
bad,
slip
just-
behind the tee line. So
Outcounts the yellow. quick little update here on the other sheets. On sheet 1, we have Pittsburgh up 3 over Cape Cod. There doesn't look like they've updated a score in a minute. Broomstones is tied 1-1 with Belfast.
On sheet 3.
On sheet 3, and sheet 4 is also tied. Ocean State and Cape Cod 1-1 in the third end.
And yes, if we do have an exciting shot or something coming up, we will slide over to the other sheet as well.
All right, so Nittany Valley following from the other, well, not following, going the other direction.
Looks like they got a pretty good
pretty
shot
good draw
here.
weight here.
Excellent shot.
Little, wouldn't you still want it to stay top 4 maybe? But
Yeah, I
not
would
bad.
still like to be in top 4, but you know,
Okay.
they're sitting in front of them, pretty hard to remove.
Merrimack Valley throwing the same draw again, so we're going to stack them up in the rings here, folks.
Eric Cowell, or as his mother says, Johan, as well, is looking to draw here top 4. Maybe even just back button, back tee, looking for the freeze. Merrimack Valley indicating this is a little warm. Not really laying a broom to it yet.
It's got to curl a mile. Here it comes now. A little toasty. Patrick Lambert trying to push it over. Ooh, it's close. Just a tad too much weight, probably 2 feet less, and that's perfect.
Yeah, I think it was just a little too much ice, but you know, wanting to make sure they got around that center guard.
Absolutely. All right, so Nittany Valley's going to try and loop another one in there. A lot more rocks in the house on this sheet compared to the others. Everybody else is keeping it fairly neat and tidy.
This looks tight. This looks tight. If they can get it by, they got a good one.
Just ticked. All right, well, this changes things a little bit now. The guard's been moved. So, but Joe Urbano's still calling for the draw. Top 4 or sitting right on top of the yellow. They've thrown it multiple times at this point, so they should know this side pretty well.
Yeah, I think this it's pretty good call if they can get it in the right spot here. I would just be afraid to be a little wide and leave some sort of triple on all the reds. So, be interesting to see how this shot works out. Have you seen, by the way, have you seen Eric wear many hats?
No, this is the first time I'm seeing. Even most of them, Taco wears a hat a lot, but the other 3, not so much.
This
Looks
has
a little
gotta help
toasty.
out.
Out of sync.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to mute it and then unmute it for like 3 seconds to make it work.
Okay, so do you want us to mute it every?
Yeah, if you can
like,
mute it every
something?
like half hour or so.
Okay.
And this is your YouTube channel.
Yeah, we've been watching it. Thanks.
Nittany Valley looking to play a lightweight hit here and sit in the pocket, looking pretty close. Looking
Can
pretty
over
close.
curl a
No,
hair.
looking pretty close.
Oh, I thought they were trying to hit it more in the. Pretty good. Sitting
Pretty
2.
good result.
Joe Urbano looking to just hit and roll over slightly. Removing that guard really changed the dynamic of this end.
Yeah, it really brought a lot of the play focused into the house. So it could be bunched up a bit.
They did put the score up on sheet 1, so Pittsburgh stole 1, so it is 4-0. Cape Cod is sitting 2.
Skip Joe Urbano using the stabilizer this weekend, not using his new corn broom, the Gabagool, I believe.
Yes, he wasn't quite comfortable with his slide just yet, so I think it was the smart choice to go back to what he knows. But definitely looking forward to seeing that thing next year.
Yeah, It should be pretty
I
interesting.
think you started a trend at our club when you showed up with your sliding broom.
I can't take all the credit. Fellow board member Austin Shawinski also has a Manitoba tuck slide and uses a corn broom.
Yeah,
The guy just wants to be Manitoban.
but they've definitely gotten popular at our club
Yes.
over the last 2 years.
This looks like it's over curling.
Might get
Possibly.
might just hang on. They're doing a valiant job of trying to hold it. Just got a piece, but not quite the result they were hoping for. Over curled and went over the top on that yellow.
Unfortunate break for them that they rolled away. So Nittany Valley has a good opportunity here to sit two.
Having quite the discussion down here. Gonna just try and draw in. Maybe be partial.
I'm not sure I would go as far over as they're calling. They're calling a T-line weight draw towards the red one.
Right.
That would leave access for Merrimack Valley to sit on the back yellow to be able to lay shot. So if I'm them, I'm still playing that top four maybe and be directly in front of it as well. Unfortunately, you're going to have to roll the dice and let Urbano take a crack at making the double, but
That was my thought. There is
Sure.
a double there if you leave that.
best chance to not give up a steal at that point.
Let's see what he does with this.
So Nittany Valley, the Olympic junkie, since it became an exhibition sport, the sport of curling, is looking to draw the T-line here with his first in the third end. Looks a little warm, but might
About
be
12 seconds.
nose might not be terrible. Unfortunate break.
That just didn't roll, and they just didn't quite get the right spot with that, unfortunately.
Just a little too much weight if they were looking for the draw there. That was probably
But now- I mean,
back ring
but
hack
if-
weight.
But if Joe Urbano makes this really good, it's going to be tough to get to.
I do not see a 2 unless he noses it. And
Right.
even then,
That's
that's
what I
still
mean.
a tough shot.
I think he's just maybe hitting this though with the ice.
Head ice tech here at Broomstones, Daniel Hostemeyer, has really got this ice swinging, and it's really fast, so it's probably a really fun experience for all these guys trying out this ice for the first time.
Taco Cat trying to hold the raw. Looks like it's got a curl over a hair. Here it comes. Ooh.
Pretty nice shot. That's I don't see a double there.
Yep, sitting two. Gonna force to one here. Looks like nose hit.
You don't even need to throw a hit, just a heavy draw, something controllable that the sweepers can guide in there to
Oh, I
secure
feel
your
like
1 point.
I feel like Mark's throwing a little heat, just a little bit.
No, with that kind of ice, I think he's throwing just a draw,
Oh.
just a heavy draw.
Fine. You're not throwing a draw, let's be honest.
I am probably not. I would probably be throwing my board weight, hack weight hit for myself. Mark wasting no time here, getting his stone and giving it a toss. Unfortunately, I can't see it.
This is
Oh, they
over
rolled.
curling. Might just get a piece. Ooh.
Tough one there for
Tough
Nittany
one.
Valley. Slides through the hole, and it's stealing
Steal
2
2.
points again for Merrimack Valley. Score after 3 ends: Merrimack Valley 6, Nittany Valley 0. Going across the sheets here. On sheet 1, Pittsburgh stole another point in the third end. They're leading 5-0 over Cape Cod. Going over to sheet 3. Broomstones in Belfast have not put up their score from the third end. Looks like Red did score in the last end because they shot first. They're putting up the score now. So Broomstones leading 3-1 after 3 ends over Belfast. And on sheet 4,
Cape Cod
had a big
third
end, scoring 5 to take the lead over Ocean State 6-1.
Ocean State has some work to do, but anything can happen in these Bonspiels.
Yeah,
so
anything can happen
We'll
here.
keep an eye on that sheet as well.
And back to our feature match, Merrimack Valley versus Nittany Valley, the battle of the valleys, if you will.
You're really leaning into all the cheesiness today, aren't you?
Almost. Yeah, that's what you have to do.
I feel a little bad we kind of ditched them.
18 translates to a D.
Merrimack Valley slipped through the rings on their first, and Nittany Valley slides into the rings as well, and this is a pretty easy call for Joe Urbano.
Just looking to hit it.
Yeah, look to hit it, roll to the center line, and force Nittany Valley to have to deal with it later.
I feel like this is going to over curl. Might just get a piece of it.
Oh, it looks pretty good to me. It might undercurl, actually. Just the
Oh,
nose
that
hit.
hung on more than I thought it would.
Yeah,
Okay.
Excellent sweep job by Kat Kamatako. Fun fact, all his endurance could be from his beer mile time, 6 minutes and 35 seconds.
That's insane.
I don't know how you do it, let alone run the mile. But you have to drink a beer? 6 minutes and 35
My
seconds?
best mile ever was just under 7 minutes. There's no way I could ever run a 6.5.
Well, after chugging a beer as well?
Definitely not. All right, so Nittany Valley, it looks like they're going with the corner guard. Ignoring that rock in the center for now, which, smart move. Urbano's definitely trying to entice Nittany Valley to hit.
Jason Old School Moran makes a nice corner guard there. The aforementioned Taco Cat now looking to throw up a center guard and really try to secure the steal point for Merrimack Valley. For those of you wondering, Merrimack Valley is a curling club that uses the Nashua Curling Club facilities on Tuesdays and Sundays, Tuesdays being their more competitive league and Sundays being their draft league. All members here do play on Tuesday nights as well as Sundays for Merrimack Valley. The Nittany Valley Curling Club is based in Columbus, Pennsylvania, and we're just doing a quick search here on them. Looks like they play
The Pegula, if
at
that's
the
how you
Pegula
say it.
Ice Arena on Penn State's campus.
So that makes sense why they're called Nittany Valley, after the Nittany Lions.
Yeah.
And on here it says they try to curl about once a week. I'm trying to see how old this is. Oh, this looks fairly new. So, and it looks like they have multiple learn to curls throughout the year just to get people out on the ice and trying it out.
I heard they have quite the waiting list. Is this true, or is that a different club we were
That
talking
was
about?
so this club, I believe it was I believe Mark is one of the founders of this club. It looks like on here he'd been trying to get into a learn to curl at the Pittsburgh club for 10 years. kind of gave up on that and journeyed to Columbus to try it. And it was his son, Jack, who was an active member of the Penn State Curling Club. So he kind of got roped in by his son, which is kind of the opposite of how it normally goes, but
Yeah.
it's pretty impressive. He went and founded a club to give other people an opportunity to play. That's a big commitment, so
Well, hats off to Mark, because that's no small task.
absolutely not.
No, I know kind of what it takes. My father in Manitoba in Canada has started an after-school program for the kids at the Eriksdale School, and definitely a lot of work to keep a club up and keep its membership growing and sustaining itself.
Absolutely.
So hats off to Mark.
I believe they're playing the hit on this Merrimack Valley stone. A little bit of a wonky slide
little
there.
bit of a wobble there, and just unfortunately I shoved it out and just really threw off the line. Kind of looks like they gave up on
It
it.
was good weight though.
Yeah, weight was pretty good, nice and controllable.
Right, Urbano splitting the house here, it looks like.
Splitting the house
Trying to go-
would
trying
be
to go
just
even.
Increasing the chances of a force.
Yep.
Wouldn't be helping the chances for a steal.
I don't mind it though. You don't need to get too risky or too cute when you're up 6.
No?
This is probably the smart play. Urbano with the aggressive whoa on the sweep there. Weight looks close.
Lambert and Taco Cat guiding it in, looking to split
Looks
the rings.
pretty good. Go, 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 go.
Not getting enough separation there, but
A little short of what they wanted, but
lane two.
sitting 2. Nice shot just made by Ocean State over on sheet 4. Hit and roll in.
A lot of red in that house right now.
Unfortunately, the yellow is out counting their other rocks though, and doesn't seem to be a good way to get to it, but we'll keep an eye on that game. Nittany coming back with looks like another hit. Trying to remove one. They would be shot stone if they hit this. Does this ever jam?
Hit and stick would leave him shot stone. This is
Rolls a
rolling
little too far away. Good try though.
Couple of yellows in this house.
Need to hit that a little thicker, right?
Yeah. Merrimack Valley ignoring the 2 yellow rocks in the house, being up 6. Not my favorite call going under here right now. I'd be getting rid of
I don't even think he
yellow.
was trying to fully go under. He was kind of pointing to just outside of cover. I mean, I agree. I would just hit that yellow.
Get rid of a yellow, limit their chances of scoring.
The yellow and the 12
multiples.
on the left for sure.
But taking the aggressive way and looking to split the house. This looks a little warm, so I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. Splitting, maybe? Splitting, maybe? Bumping?
Kind of caught in between there. Bump back. Is that going to be shot?
Looks like it'll stick around for
I think it's a little too far. That might be
really close for third and fourth shot
third
right
and
now.
fourth, yeah. I just kind of unfortunate. Didn't really work out too well for them. Over on sheet 3, Broomstones is really putting the pressure on Belfast. 5 rocks in the house.
Here on our sheet, this looks pretty close for the double. Looks very close. Ooh, this
Can
is
they
gonna
hold it?
overcurl.
Can
This
they
is
hold
gonna
it? Can they
overcurl.
hold it? Hold it for 1.
This is going to overcurl, an unfortunate jam over there.
Okay.
Not a bad spot to roll, though. Not an easy rock to remove, either of them.
You just ever play that top one really thin just to kick it out?
It's not really worrying me at this point.
But you're certainly not drawing. You're certainly hitting something at this point, aren't you?
It's really hard to say. I think it jams, so unless you're really comfortable playing.
Woo!
Ooh, nice shot over there.
Ocean State just made a pretty nice shot through the hole. Just trying to flip the camera here. Bump back a yellow Cape Cod rock.
Did leave the double though.
Did leave a double, but let's just see what they do with this. I recognize the Cape Cod skip. Have you played him? Have I played him? I feel like one of us has played him, or at least seen him at another Bonspiel. He looks very familiar.
After this shot on sheet 4, we're going to quickly slide over to sheet 3. Broomstones is currently sitting 5, throwing their last rock in the 4th end.
Let's see what Cape Cod does here. Looks like they're trying to double those reds. Unfortunate flash by Joe on our sheet here.
This looks close. This looks close. Oh.
Ooh. Good try. Got rid of one.
Good try. Chance to score 3 on sheet 4. We're going to be moving over to sheet 3 as well right now.
Just give a quick look here. Broomstones sitting 5, as you can see, about to deliver their last stone. On our sheet here, looks like Nittany Valley's just trying to put another one in the rings. Broomstones comes up a little light, it looks like.
Not sure they were playing the draw. Did look like they lined up a tap though for yellow. That goes right into the pocket. You hit anywhere on the outside side.
Yep.
The drag effect's going to take that right into the
And that's
pocket
exactly
there.
what they're looking at.
So
we'll flip back here to featured game on sheet 2. Got a little distracted by all the action on the other sheets. I think you have to hit here. I think you can get both.
yeah, you want to probably hit the outside one first, but you're going to have to hit it with a lot of speed to be able to bump that yellow one across the entire sheet.
Well, one thing I know about my friend Joe Urbano is he can throw a lot of heat. See what he's got. So Ocean State comes back with 2. So it's currently 6-3 on that sheet after 4.
At the halfway point. On sheet 3, Belfast looking to take the wide draw instead of the tap, looking to score their one that way.
Urbano very low to the ground.
Wide.
Decent.
I'm watching the jam in the back. And gets the inside roll.
Ooh, a spill out. All right, so not quite what he was looking for.
Sheet
but
3, steal of 5 for Broomstones.
it's unfortunate.
Makes that score 8-1 at the halfway point in that game.
And Pittsburgh over on sheet 1 is up 9-0 over
They had another steal
Cape
of 4.
Cod. Yeah. So a couple teams having a bit of a rough go of it, but second half, lots of game left. Anything can happen. So Mark here just needs a little more than full 12 for 3.
I'm not sure who's counting back here. They must seem pretty
That's
confident
true.
to be able to just be drawing,
Let me take
taking the points.
It's a good point.
The action being right in front of us here at the home end at the moment.
That's fair. Hard to tell.
Vice skip Nittany Valley, Matt Coleman's just a tad in our way right now to see if the yellow rock. But if we can ever see it, we'll give you what our thoughts are.
He could be playing a heavy draw just to tap that
Heavy
red
draw
back.
would be the
just
smart
to tap
call.
the red back. I think this is
This
going to
looks like
overcurl.
just a standard
'cause
draw.
It's definitely not. It's not going to get there. This is coming up late.
It might overcurl though. Skipper putting the stick down to help.
Might just tap theirs.
One for sure, unsure
Of
of
the other.
points afterwards. I'm thinking there's a measurement here.
It's very. Or me, I would be measuring. Eric Howell taking a look, along with Matt Coleman. Patrick checking if it's okay to remove a rock. That's always a good practice. If any of you have been following the Scotties, there was an awkward moment where a rock was removed before determination was made, so it's always good to check with the other team before you remove any rocks.
Looks like they have decided on 2 points for yellow. So that's a score of 2 for Nittany Valley, making the score 6-2 at the halfway point here. Battle of the Valleys, Merrimack, Nittany, 6-2 Merrimack.
Just for a second. And we're back here with fifth and action from Broomstones. Taking a little gander around the sheet here. I don't know if you saw on sheet 4, there's a team wearing Trash Pandas jerseys.
Might be one of the best logos in minor league baseball.
We've always been quite amused by that team name and their logo. So it's fun to see them represented out on the ice. All right, Nittany Valley.
Nittany Valley lead, Jason Moran, old school. Looking to throw it in the house here. Successful.
Screen goes black. Enjoy.
Hits and sticks. So Nittany Valley kind of has to decide what they're going to do. Looks like they're also playing a hit. This Nittany Valley team colors also make sense with the navy blue and white. That is,
Very
those are the
classic Penn
colors.
State.
Those are the Penn State colors for sure. This looks pretty good.
Nice takeout here.
Nice hit and stick. Really good. Nice shot.
Down a few points though. Might not have been the best strategic call, trying to run it up and down, but you know, good takeout nonetheless.
A lot of heat being thrown on all the sheets right now. Everybody seems to be throwing some sort of takeout.
Yes, all 4 sheets were thrown a takeout at the same time. Quite interesting.
Okay, and Lambert again follows with the hit. This may not stick.
And just rolling out.
Just rolling out.
So Briggs, we've been talking a little bit of curling here. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself, your curling experiences?
I'm not that exciting. I've still relatively new, being considered a 5 and under curler. I started playing when I met Josh. played 1 year in Winnipeg, and we took a few years off after moving here. Well, I did anyway, and picked it up again when we found Merrimack Valley, and it's been a lot of fun. It's a great club. I did play in the Kaiser a few weeks ago. That was a fun event up at Buffalo and Rochester. They did a really nice job of hosting us. It was a bit of a different format this year with pool play leading into bracket play. So it was a lot more games than in prior years, but I actually really enjoyed it. It was kind of fun to play that many games over a weekend.
Did you enjoy playing that many games over a weekend?
I know.
Was your body used to it?
I actually held up okay. I remember I was complaining about it before, saying, "Oh, it's a lot of games. I don't know if I'm going to be able to." But it was good. I enjoyed
certainly
it.
were concerned about the number of games.
It was fine. Everything was fine. Problem is, I'm not 25 anymore, so I wasn't sure how it was going to go. It was all right.
Well, you and your team skipped by Elizabeth Brown, Taco Cat on the team as well, and Austin Schwinski really made Merrimack Valley proud, placing third at the event. So congrats to you guys.
Thank you. We did all right. I wish there were a few more mixed or open events a little closer that we could play in a little more frequently, but I'll have to pay a little more attention to the calendar next year. But it would be fun to go up to Buffalo and Rochester again. Really good ice, really good atmosphere.
Yeah, interesting. You were telling me about the Buffalo Curling Club. They converted an old warehouse, is what you were saying?
Yeah, it's an old China factory that they have turned into a curling club, and it's very interesting because it's a very big space. There's a lot of kind of dead space on the side, so it's always a bit concerning that the ice is going to be weird, but it was really good. It was really consistent. So no complaints for the ice surfaces there. And Rochester is much more of a traditional club, so their ice was also very consistent, a little bit quicker than Buffalo, but consistency is about all you can ask for. But they're Buffalo, they're very proud of their club, so I would highly recommend, if you have a chance to go play there, you should.
Nice. Also throw a shout out to Nashville Curling Club here. Had an opportunity to play against these gentlemen at the Club National Qualifiers in Charlotte a couple weekends ago, and I noticed they're in town playing at the Dykes Bonspiel here in Broomstones, so welcome to the club, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a lot of familiar faces, including some teams here that definitely had their men playing in the Kaiser as well, so it's fun to see familiar faces.
Yeah, with us being relatively new to the area and new mostly to the curling scene, we're starting to see some familiar faces and looking forward to getting to know everybody a little bit more.
Absolutely.
We have now put roots here and own a house now in the area, so we're going to be here for a little bit. Yes, Margaret, we will be here for a little bit if you're listening.
Seriously, I was just saying I recognize the Cape Cod skip for sure. Could not tell you his name. Could not tell you which curling club I've seen him at, but he definitely looks familiar, so. Might have been Belfast.
I'm not sure. Not sure where I recognize him from. I definitely recognize him as well as one of his front end players, arm sleeve tattoos and the Trash Pandas jersey.
Yeah.
I definitely recognize him as well.
I feel like he played in the Broomstones men's a few years ago. That's where I remember him from. But anyways, back to our featured game.
Yeah, just they've been running it up and down here for the last few shots, so gave us an opportunity to introduce my wife as well. Give a shout out to her. She's only been playing for a few years and is already skipping a team now at the Merrimack Valley, so she's doing pretty well.
I'm too much of a control freak, let's be honest.
I did not want to say that.
It's interesting. I think you either really want the responsibility or you really don't. That's what I'm kind of getting from a lot of people I've talked to at these Bonspiels. It's either, oh yeah, I love it, it's great, and other people are like, nope, tried it, hated it, never want to do that ever again. I know quite a few people, I think even including Taco Cat, who would be very happy to skip and throw third rocks, want no part of throwing last.
It's unfortunate because he's a pretty good shooter. I think he can handle it.
Very good line caller, too.
Nittany Valley looking to draw under the guard that Eric Cowell threw. He came up short trying to split the rings.
A little deep, though.
Looks like Joe Urbano just managed to sweep it through the rings.
Looks like it's out.
So Merrimack Valley now looking to use that guard that was mistakenly thrown by Johan Cowell.
I never like guards when I'm up a few.
I've never seen you get angry at a missed shot ever.
It's not the... Look, people are going to miss, but just never want it to get messy. This is how you get into trouble. Hopefully they can...
You're also used to a game that myself or my brother calls, we keep it a fairly clean, open game.
And with good reason. This slide's a little deep too. I wonder if it's just picked up a hair.
Yeah, it looks like the ice maintains its speed, which is again a testament to the ice makers here at Broomstones, keeping the ice in great condition.
All right, so Nittany Valley here. Looking at another draw, it looks like. Definitely have to put this in a good spot. Do you like coming under cover here, Josh? You come under that guard to top four?
Yeah, I think it's your best chance to score two. Would be a straight draw.
You do realize MVCC has the hammer, right? Nittany Valley has to be defensive.
Did not realize that. So, still, an opportunity to steal would be to draw
Right,
under
but
the
you have
guard.
to. But you have. This has to be in a good spot, though. Otherwise, you risk giving up a bunch here.
Yeah, at this point, though, fifth end, down four without the hammer, you probably got to take some risks anyway.
Of course. You have to draw here. I mean, you don't really have another choice. All right, so Mark Lehendro with the delivery. This is going to over curl, it looks like. Oh, might sneak it by.
It's definitely getting by.
All right,
It's definitely
that's
getting by. Now it's just, they got the right weight.
Drag it in there.
Keep dragging it.
Go,
Keep
go, go, go,
dragging
go.
it, boys.
Ooh, all right. Not bad for a first attempt. Cuts Merrimack Valley down to one at least. Looks like Joe's looking to play a soft weight hit and roll.
Yeah, I think all you really need here is hack. This looks like ice for a little more than
You
that.
wouldn't just draw straight under?
No.
Too risky, just hit. Keep it clean.
Even if I manage to chip the guard open, it's still...
Opens it up, yeah.
Joe Urbano, skip of Merrimack Valley, has one person to thank for the reason why he started curling. Zachary Blau. He is the reason why he's a curler, and
That's all it says. There's no further information.
I mean, us at Merrimack Valley, we're pretty happy for that. You had the opportunity to play with Joe last year in the Teapot Bonspiel, which is a friendly competition, in quotations, against Nashua Country Club and Merrimack Valley Country Club. Won by Merrimack Valley.
Yeah, and we had a lot of fun playing together. It's always a good time when you're out there laughing with your friends. Ooh, this is pretty close. Nice shot. Comes around.
Nice shot.
Ooh, and both
stick
stick around. That's a really good shot.
Really good job getting by the guard by Taco Cat. Really well thrown shot by Joe Urbano, and excellent yelling.
Excellent
By
yelling.
mustachioed Eric Cowell.
I still feel like Joe was probably the loudest one out there.
Definitely the loudest one out there.
All right, so Nittany Valley here in a bit of a pickle.
I still hear that Eric Cowell's mustache is quite the object. It is being talked about.
Not for good reasons.
It's
though.
definitely for good
No.
reasons. Don't let anybody tell you differently,
I
Eric.
think we just no more mustaches. Just get rid of it. I vote for the get rid of. All right, looks like they've made a decision. Looks like he's drawing. I would think he's probably playing something similar to what he just
Yeah, he made it almost
But I mean,
almost as good as he could get.
it's a little, do you need to? I don't even know, because that was in a pretty good spot and they were still able to get to it. You can't really be deeper because that's just easier to get to, isn't it?
If anything, I would try and maybe change the line a little bit. Maybe over curl slightly and show him the other side. Force the Merrimack Valley skip to take a different line.
Different line, yeah. Don't give him the same shot.
Even if he draws to the back one here, that's still pretty good result.
I think that was the backup plan.
This looks like it's going to get by. It looks like it has plenty of weight.
Definitely by. I think they're just going to be sitting on the back one.
Hold up. It's going to roll.
They should be pushing, if anything.
It's going to roll.
Okay. All right, so they are sitting shot stone. I don't think you can quite remove it.
I believe there's...
Can you get all the way across the top, or do you come from the other side?
Oh, you can definitely get across on this ice.
Okay.
If you just threw back line, you can just get through there. Even if you nose it, it's not the end of the world. You're still scoring one. But you might know that is not there, Joe.
It's gonna just stuff.
Yeah, you gotta.
You have to get over the top if you're coming this way.
You have to get underneath, and you got to be able to hit the inside part.
You have to hit the. That's what I meant.
I'm not. This is not there. Not to score multiples anyway.
He's throwing board. Might just be trying for one. Looking quickly over on sheet 4, Ocean State stole one in the 5th end, so they are chasing 2. The other 2 games are a little more margin than that. We come back here to Joe Urbano's shot.
Easy. Jumped right away by Patrick
Definitely hanging, trying to push it. I think it's too heavy, it's not going to come back. Looks like a little more than board. Get a piece. Just missed it. Papered that about as thin as you could. Papered that by the smallest amount that you could probably do without hitting anything. So steal 1 for Nittany Valley.
Yeah, great clutch shot by Nittany Valley skip Mark Lehendro. Securing Nittany Valley the steal.
And we had an update here from Deborah Cowell on the chat that Zach Blau got most of the engineers at RIT Curling. He's from the Potomac Curling Club in Maryland. And I've heard that's actually a really fun club, so I think we need to put that one on our list as well.
Yes, I'm just wondering now if Zach is one of the RIT boys that will be playing in the Granite State next weekend at the Nashua Country Club.
I feel like yes.
Yes, they entered the Granite State as the RIT boys. They are on the same draw as myself and Merrimack Valley.
It's always fun to watch them play together.
Yeah. It looks like they're always having a great time out there.
All right, so Nittany Valley with a well-played end to steal 1. So let's see what they do here. Trying to put a little pressure on. Looks like they're coming in with a center guard.
Going across the sheets here quickly, we're going to slide over to sheet 1. Give you an update here. The 5th end was not updated at this point in time, so currently we're seeing 9-0 Pittsburgh over Cape Cod. And they're playing the 6th end on the way back. Sheet 3, Belfast took 1 point in the 5th end with leaving Broomstones up 8-2 in the 6th end. And on sheet 4, Briggs had mentioned that Ocean State had stole 1 in the 5th end. They are leading 6-4. Cape Cod is leading 6-4 over Ocean State in the 6th end. In draw 11 at the Dykes Bonspiel at the Broomstones Curling Club. Back to our feature sheet. Merrimack Valley slipped to the back of the house, leaving Nittany Valley lead Jason Moran an opportunity to draw around the center guard. Nice draw by Nittany Valley, just coming a little deep, leaving Urbano an opportunity to come to the 4-foot.
Found their draw weight here, it looks like.
Yeah, it's Nittany Valley's coming on strong, so Merrimack Valley's going to have to bring it up a bit.
Looks like Merrimack Valley coming back with the come around. Looks a little heavy. Might not quite get to where they wanted to. A little deep, just back 4. Caitlin's gonna lose too. Sorry folks, here just checking in on the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. I don't know if anyone's watching this, and in quite the surprise, I was not expecting this. Kate Cameron from Manitoba is currently beating Carrie Enerson, 4-time Scottish champion, Olympic player, world player, kind of everything.
Not an Olympic player.
Carrie Enerson?
No. Not played at the Olympics.
I thought they went to the Olympics.
No.
They didn't?
No.
My bad. Okay, well, everything but the Olympics, my fault. But just such a dominant team. It's currently losing to Kate Cameron. Interesting. And not quite as surprising, the Sturmey team from Alberta is beating the Laws team from Manitoba. They've been having a really good week and lost to Jennifer Jones this morning, having to play this extra game. So a lot of drama. I'm gonna have to watch how that played out.
Taco Cat looking to draw into the pocket here for Merrimack Valley. Looks a little wide and a little heavy, and Lambert trying to help it over and does not get it over there. In fact, creates the wall a little more, leaving Nittany Valley an opportunity to sit into the pocket and really make things difficult for Merrimack Valley.
Yep, big opportunity here for Nittany Valley. Let's see what they can do with it.
Merrimack Valley fans up here on the second level at the Broomstones Club are speechless at the moment.
Fan was a little dramatic. Fans, meaning one.
Trying to make us think we have a big following out here.
This might be a little heavy too, but they have a little more tolerance than Merrimack Valley did.
Still a pretty good shot.
Pretty good. They're sitting 3. So the Merrimack Valley team's gonna have to get some rocks moving here.
I mean, for now, throwing in that pocket. That pocket is, and that pocket, and it.
Ding.
They're gonna blame it all on the other thing.
Holy shit. All right, Taco Cat coming in with another shot. This looks a little better weight-wise if they're trying to just get...
Looks like good line. I'm not sure why they're making a curler at this
They
moment.
should be holding it. Doesn't need that much help over.
Doesn't need the weight. Just let it stop in there, fellas.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Pretty good spot on the pin.
Nice shot, Taco. We'll give him that one.
Where was that draw on his last stone draw on Sundays? Oh, he hasn't played yet for his last stone draw on Sundays.
Well, he better put that in his pocket, although
I'm not sure if that's any more on the button.
Nashua ice is not quite as fast. I was going to say, where was that shot on Tuesday? Could have used that a couple times.
True.
Love you, Taco Cat. It's all in good fun. All right.
Taco Cat or Waluigi?
No, Taco Cat.
A mustache, though.
Ooh, Nittany Valley playing a little bit of
Looks like a little bit of
weight here. That was a little bit of a, we'll call it an unorthodox release.
Oh, he just wobbled a little. Not too bad. The release looked pretty good.
It just
Good
went a little
rotation.
wide, unfortunately. All right, move some things around.
Pretty
Decisive.
animated and decisive where Urbano wants this rock. Fellow Merrimack Valley member Kristen Soldau enjoying that call. What's the tolerance here, Briggs?
Probably light.
Yes.
So you can at least block them from hitting that red because they have a pretty easy path to it right now.
Yeah. This looks like a pretty good shot.
Pretty
though.
close. Don't think you need to push it. Keep it straight.
Just keep it straight. This is a pure line shot at this point.
That seems to do the job.
It's a pretty good shot.
Can you ever run that red just
Taco cat
to?
with a nice
I was wondering.
form
I mean,
of approval there.
is it
And
tough to get to the top of this on the
Luigi
other
giving
side?
the wahoo.
Do you ever run these reds, Josh? I'm just saying this draw is very.
I'm not sure I'm running the other team's red in right now.
I know.
Really be a
I just think you
want
want
to remove it.
Just want to make sure you give yourself a chance.
And maybe
though.
honestly freeze to the top button rock.
I think that's what he's calling, but this is a
This
little
looks like it's
toasty.
going to curl enough to hit it. If they curl to sweep it, curl to sweep.
Well, we couldn't
curl
push
it,
it.
curl it, curl it.
They should be
Keep
pushing it now.
going.
Yeah.
It's a-
All right, pretty good shot. They're still not shot though, unfortunately. Yes, they needed to push it a hair.
Yeah. Joe really favoring Eric's draws right now. I've heard he might not be quite as comfortable throwing the hits at this moment. I would probably be throwing the hit and roll into the pocket myself.
You could double those
But-
yellows, couldn't you?
Yes, you could, but you'd be leaving
Actually, that
the
might-
button kind of open again, the pinhole.
Right, but I think eliminating stones
is
is
gonna
not a
curl
bad thing.
like
This,
crazy.
this
They
is
need
on
to
the
be
front.
on this.
I think this is all over the front.
This is definitely all over the front. A little light as well.
Might just guard the other side though.
Yeah. This is going to definitely leave the opportunity for Nittany Valley to get onto the pin, and not much Merrimack Valley is going to be able
Right.
to do about it.
Absolutely. Nittany Valley drawing this up here. Can you ever get to that back red on the other side, Josh?
On
Like
which side?
on the left side at all? Can you get there even with like board just to tap that back a hair?
No, not with board weight. You could maybe draw there. I don't think it would entirely get to the pinhole. This is the way this.
No, I'm just asking if you can tap that back red back at all. Just to sit 3. Or shot.
Not sure you really need to at this point. If you really secure your 1 point, 2 ends left, you keep stealing 1, you steal 1. You know, the math adds up to a tie game to me.
Thank you. Captain
And
Obvious.
I am quite the math wizard.
Oh, we've got Matt Noeth, another MVCC member who's jumped on.
What's going on, Matt? Subbed for my Sunday team one time, I believe.
All right, let's see what Mark does with this. I feel like this should be sweeping
This
for
is
line.
For line, needs to be sweeping for line.
It's on
This
the
is
front.
all over the front already. It is really exploding off the
That moved a ton.
the sheet 3 right now.
Okay, what's the backup? Just push that over. Okay, well.
I believe you could still get to the button. Yes, that
Yeah.
is a great call. The way it's moving right there, you can
Yeah,
easily get to the button.
I think so too, I agree. Alright, taking just about the edge of the 12 foot.
We do have a final on sheet 1. Pittsburgh did beat Cape Cod. Score is undetermined, showing some sportsmanship there, not really hanging their scores up after the 4th end. Sheet 3, Broomstones is leading Belfast 8-2, and they are currently
Looks like they're sitting 3.
at this moment, with Belfast throwing their last rock. Really tough shot to try and even
Are they just tapping their
laying
yellow up?
one. I guess by where the broom is to lay 1. And
Urbana.
still on sheet 4, Ocean State and Cape Cod. Cape Cod is throwing their hammer rock at this moment, laying 1 already.
So the Urbano draw comes up a bit short. Just didn't give it enough juice.
Still in a pretty good spot.
but still changing the line of direction a little bit.
We have handshakes on sheet 3. Broomstones will secure another 3 points, making it an 11-2 final. Broomstones over Belfast. Congratulations to them. And on sheet 4, we did not see what happened. Looks like Ocean State did score. Or sorry, Cape Cod scored. My apologies.
Cape Cod was sitting 1 for sure.
Yep, so they have the lead going into the 7th. Cape Cod did only score 1, so 7-4 Cape Cod over Ocean State at the moment.
Still a tight game.
Yep, and back to our feature sheet. Nittany Valley looks like, in the way the ice is being shown right now, looking like he's playing the long run back into the pocket.
Woo!
Very good shot if he can make this.
Absolutely.
Not much Urbano's going to be able to do to score if he makes
Where do you
this.
have to hit this? Just off
Dead nose.
Nose?
Dead nose, maybe a sliver to the high side. That is wide and not coming back. This might do something else.
Not
this
helpful.
might not do. This might do something else. Yes, it is.
Oh no. Well,
Yeah.
still only 1.
Still only
That
one,
could have
but
been.
this gives Urbano a chance to draw for his 2.
Has to change path.
Just going a little wider, trying to ensure.
I feel like that was more the broom he needed on his earlier shot. Maybe the weight on his earlier shot. When he's been playing a few hits, like I think he just needed. I think he actually got out to the broom that time. Looked like he was a little inside.
Yeah, he's been a little inside on his hits. Mark being from Nittany Valley, so him actually hitting the broom on that one did not help him.
Didn't help.
Urbano asking from Mario, asking Luigi for a little more ice.
Well, needs a piece of the forefoot here to get 2.
A 2 would really go a long way in this game.
And
I have warm out of hand,
looks a little toasty.
but whoa, you want this to just get
She needs to
by.
come down. It's by. All right,
This
slow
looks
down.
pretty good.
Grabbed.
Looks pretty good. Keep going. Keep sweeping. Keep sweeping,
It's
gentlemen.
gonna die. It's just
Keep
gonna die.
sweeping.
Nope. Oh, good try.
Yeah, the ice is really fudging.
That really moved. Good try.
Good try by Merrimack Valley. Only scoring 1 point though. That does. Wow, they lost. Can't wait till that comes out and about.
Maybe Cameron was just like, nothing to lose.
It's really,
feel
it's
Anderson-
really- Here in Wayland, Massachusetts, is this what you thought you would be doing? Commentating 5 and under Bonspiel?
Nope, definitely planned on coming to watch. But, this is fun.
This being your first time commentating a curling game, how you enjoying yourself? A little more nerve-wracking than you thought, or just talking curling?
I'm not nervous.
Not nervous?
It's fun. Most of the people listening here couldn't pick me out of a well-packed room. Maybe on the curling sheet if you look for the Canada or the Manitoba jacket, but
keep my comments to myself.
Uh-huh. All right, so Nittany threw up a guard. I feel like it was supposed to be a corner. And Merrimack Valley with the come around by Patrick Lambert. Probably not quite going to get under the guard, but it's in the forefoot, so leaving Nittany to think about how they want to deal with it. Looks like maybe a nice little hit and roll under cover. Soft weight here. I've been watching too much Joanne Courtney. I just think about what would Joanne Courtney say in this situation.
Is there ever too much Joanne Courtney? One of the best female sweepers in the world.
That is true.
Taking a break from curling at the moment. This is curling hard.
Yeah, they needed to hold that a little sooner. It's too late now. It's going to just completely go by. Weight was pretty good. They just needed to jump on it a bit sooner.
Just missed the call.
Sweep call. All right, Urbano coming back with the guard, center line, just outside the 12-foot, giving a couple options. Top 12 is also fine, and if you kind of come under cover, not the worst. Boys sweeping this one. Can be both a good and a bad sign if your sweepers are on it right away. If they're on it right away, it either means it's really off, or they think it has a chance. If you're not sweeping, a lot of the times it's no bueno.
Yes, I would really much rather have. Unfortunately, I'd rather have my sweepers pound the rock the whole way down and make a shot, as opposed to throwing it through the house and. Unfortunately, just nothing you can do as a sweeper.
Especially on this ice that's a little bit quicker. It can be tough to adjust to if you're used to playing on slower ice. So I always tell my sweepers, get ready, you're going to have to sweep this.
As a member also of the Broomstones Curling Club and as a member of the Merrimack Valley Curling Club, what I do enjoy about the Broomstones ice here is very good sweeping ice. You can really drag some rocks. Not saying that at Nashua you can't, just the speed's a little faster here at Broomstones, so the ice is a lot easier to drag a rock with.
Nashua ice has been really consistent this year, though. It's been fun to play on.
Yeah, it's been probably the best that we've experienced at Nashua this year. So for those coming to the Granite State,
it's looking good.
Looking good for look forward to some good quality ice being made there. Unfortunate miss by Nittany Valley's second, Ron Lutz, promoting the Merrimack Valley rock into the house and leaving a center guard still guarding that rock.
This is really tight. I'm not sure. I think they were trying to draw in. This is really moving.
So also, as I mentioned before, I do my curling here on Tuesday nights in the President's League at Broomstones, and do happen to skip and know the ice a bit. It really swings hard from the wall side towards the center, so you really need to take more ice on those turns, as well as on the home side coming this way, coming from sheet 3 on sheet 2. If you're coming inside, it really swings as well, as we saw in Urbano's last few rocks.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, some of these, I would say I enjoy a challenge, so I kind of like when the ice is a little bit tricky, with some sheets at certain clubs, if you're a little bit outside of a certain line, it's just going to hang and never come back. Other sides, if you're inside of that line, it just snaps. I always find it enjoyable to try and figure that out, and it makes things a little more challenging. If it's always perfect, I like a little chaos. Not too much chaos, just a little chaos.
I mean, if you've watched the Scotties, though, and the Brier and World Championships and all growing up, when you have perfect ice and, some immaculate ice conditions, you see some incredible shots being made. Like, for example, the Rachel Homan shot today, the slash double.
Wild.
if you don't have consistent ice, you don't have the ability to call
Oh,
those
of course.
consistently.
Of course. Oh, and just some of the shots they can bury because you can drag it so far because it curls so much. I wasn't saying I wanted, straight ice. I was just saying I like ice with a little bit of a challenge.
Eric Cowell coming deep here, unfortunately. Unfortunate miss. Still leaving Nittany Valley with a tough shot.
I mean, Merrimack Valley is still sitting in a pretty good spot right now. Has to be a pretty perfect draw.
Yeah, what's your call if you're Nittany Valley right now?
I think you have to try and get there because they're just gonna. This one all comes down to who gets there first. I think you have to try and just outdraw them. If you can be behind cover, you're looking really good.
So this is maybe where my years of experience playing, not trying to age myself at all. You have the hammer. You want to have clear access to that forefoot. So I would be trying to peel away the center guards. And right now there's kind of quite the angle that was created.
Oh, they're going to peel something maybe.
Well, they're going to move it a little bit, but still junking up the center. And now, unfortunately, they have an overlap in a stack.
I know what you're saying. Playing at this level, seeing as how I've played a few 5 on unders, I just feel like people don't always have the weight or the accuracy to make those peels really well. I'm with you 1,000%. You want to clear those, but a lot of the times teams miss, or you just get a bad hit, and it, like that one, right? It over curled, it sits there, and because you don't have enough weight now, you've blocked yourself. So it depends what your team's good at. In my experience in some of these events, it's kind of whoever can draw to the spot first usually has success in this kind of setup anyway, so that's just why I would have played the draw.
I can hear your opinion.
You can disagree.
I don't have to like your opinion.
Fair.
In this case, I don't like your opinion on it, but it's.
But you also you can also throw really hard with a lot of control, and you know how to call the angles to get those hits. You know what the tolerance is. People here are still learning. You have to remember that. I still, a lot of the times, even though I've been playing for, a few years, those angles with where to hit, where the right spot to hit is, still really tough, especially when a rock is coming in at normal or peel weight. A lot of the times I was like, just hope for the best.
So best advice I can give curlers would be is you're always playing with angles. Another good sport to play, to see a lot of the angles, is like billiards, playing pool. Curling rocks kind of react similar to pool balls. So that's how I like to see angles play, the way things shoot off. That's how you can really see all the angles.
I'm really not sure what he's trying here, like an in-off?
I'm not sure either. It looks like he was trying to go through the hole.
But to do what?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I think though, I do remember, again, we've been watching a lot of the Scotties, so apologies for bringing it up multiple times today, but I think it was Russ mentioned there was one really good call that Val Sweeting made for Team Anderson, and he was like, well, sometimes right at the end, it's just you close your eyes and you kind of have to like guess right. So I think even those top curlers on some of those angles, they don't always have it 100% sure where they need to hit it or how it's going to go. You just kind of have to guess correctly that the sweep or the picking the broom up is going to do the right thing.
Generally, you're going to be playing a lot at that level to have gotten to the Scotties at that point, like a national championship for women in Canada. You're going to have played a lot, so therefore you probably have a lot of experience.
Oh, I know, but the man still said, like, it's still a bit of a guess.
You still have somewhat of an educated guess the way they're going to react.
Right.
So it's.
But that, I will say, in all honesty, that made me feel better to know that even those players at the top of their game, they're still kind of guessing.
100%.
They just do it so confidently. That's all.
Years of playing.
All right, so Urbano here.
Looking to draw, looks like probably the side.
Yeah, he's coming through the left side here. This needs to curl. Taco trying to push. It's curling. There it goes now. There it goes now.
Will curl.
Yeah, but it's going to just clip that. No, it's going to just clip that.
Which, from my angle,
can you?
You hit a hair on the inside that goes directly onto that red in the forefoot.
Which one are you talking about? The yellow?
The centers.
Where are you hitting it?
Just slightly on the center line side. You want to be as close
Well,
to the nose as you can.
You have to get it by the other yellow.
Yep. But if you throw the drag effect on this one, this was getting a little more advanced. I'm not sure that these gentlemen would know it. But if you throw
Well, he's
one
not even
turn,
playing that.
if you throw, say, the out turn at this, it's going to create the in turn on the red rock, which then is going to hit the yellow rock and then create the other turn coming off of it. So if you throw the appropriate turn and hit it in the appropriate spot, it will actually go slightly around it and curl it.
I think our friend Mark here looks like a draw.
Yes, at this point he is playing the draw. He looks like maybe a backline weight shot through that hole. Pretty tough shot the way it's snapping in there.
Absolutely.
So it's going to have to be actually tight to the top yellow and tight to the center line yellow to make this shot.
It's tight. It's close.
They need to sweep this.
Sweep it now, yep. I was
This
just about
is
to
over curling already.
Oh, if they'd been on it sooner, maybe a little light.
Maybe line this up for later, though. Maybe line this up for later.
Got the little tappity tap tap. Oh, I think he took that shot away now.
Took it away from him now.
You just
Actually,
need-
not quite.
You just needed,
Still kind of there.
You just needed more weight. I liked the line of it halfway down.
Yeah.
It just didn't have the horses to get there.
Still kind of there. Going over to sheet 4. Ocean State secured 1 point in the 7th end, so they are going to be without the hammer. Coming home, Cape Cod leading 7-5 with the last end. So they're going to be looking to junk up the center, and we'll try and keep you guys updated on that one as well. And back to our feature sheet. Urbano probably looking to block the hole at this point. I'm not really sure going through the hole what that really does for you. Just throw up another guard.
Don't want to leave it in.
See what happens.
You don't want to leave some crazy shot.
No.
Would you have just thrown this through?
No.
I know you don't.
I'm a little aggressive, sometimes carelessly aggressive, and I would probably go in just like what Joe's doing right now.
Ooh, that rubbed a hair. Might get away with it though.
Really good shot by Joe.
It redirected off one of those front rocks though. Took a bit of speed off.
Didn't see it.
And redirected it. Just a little kiss. They're definitely sitting too. So Nittany Valley in a bit of a pickle here. Gotta draw. See, this is what I was saying earlier, Josh. Like, I feel like if they would have just been able to get to that 4-foot biting button first, they're sitting shot. That was kind of what I was trying to say earlier. Like, that's why they had to go. I felt they had to go there. Was it 2 shots ago or 3 shots ago?
Yeah, but so my argument would be if they had made the peel there, that gives them a clear shot at this rock that has not moved in 4 or 5 shots.
But just to make a point, they weren't even looking at a peel. So let's take the peel completely out. I'm just saying, if they had just drawn there, sitting pretty good, at least you're getting your 1. Still tough. Still really tough because you're still down 3.
I know, but I still...
But now you're looking at giving up 2 because there's a whole mess of stuff.
I still think of a quote that my dad taught my brothers and I when we were in junior curling is when you have the hammer, you want a free way to the 4-foot.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm with you 1,000%.
Yeah, and Mark coming a little wide there, giving Merrimack Valley another steal at 2. And looks like gloves are off, handshakes are up, and that's Merrimack Valley defeating Nittany Valley 9-3. Good game, gentlemen. It was a pleasure to commentate that game.
Should we finish up sheet 4, or?
I think so. We'll slide over to sheet 4.
Over
so
to 4.
Congratulations again to Team Joe Urbano. And congratulations to Nittany Valley on a well-played game as well. Heading over to sheet 4, we have Ocean State, Cape Cod with the hammer in the 8th end, with the hammer and up 2 as well.
Yeah, so Ocean State needing to steal a few here. It's doable. Tough to steal 2 to tie, but stranger things have happened. When we were in Buffalo at the Kaiser, there was a team they were down 5 going into 8, and they played the 8th end, and they scored 6 to win the game.
Ouch.
Which was a little bit crazy. So, bit of an advantage not having to steal, but I mean, putting up 6 in the 8th end to win is, like I said, crazier things have happened. Got to get this in here, boys. Good sweeps. Ocean State needing their rocks in play here.
Yeah, it looks like it's wide open, though. Not quite wide open. Still play a hit.
Cape Cod looking to hit, at least get rid of 1.
Yeah, even if you remove the center guard, it's their own center guard, so with the 5 rock rule happening, and actually I've already thrown 5 rocks, so it doesn't matter. Can peel the guard if they miss anyway.
Good weight.
Pretty close. Just gets it by, and almost gets the double.
Just hit it a little
Too
thick. I also have to think about that. See, I'm not there yet.
It's all right, you'll get there.
I mean, if I'm Cape Cod, you got to be aggressive. I think, that's a lot.
Must be really curling off the wall.
I guess. Do you draw under? I guess you don't draw under that yellow. I guess you try to draw under the top red guard, right?
Yeah,
Drawing under the yellow doesn't help because they just tap it back.
Draw to the button. Top button.
Wow, that ice was true. Okay, look at this thing. Drag it in. Keep going. Gotta go. Get every inch. Ooh, just came up a little bit short. Still maybe usable, but
Still a good center guard, though.
yes. Again, if you need to steal a bunch, you're kind of running out of rocks. Probably makes it harder. Oh no, the red is pretty open. Yeah, you need it to be in. So Cape Cod is looking to take care of this rock and clear it out. Sweeper's working really hard.
Looks like it's going to crash.
It's on the guard.
center guard.
Yep.
Unfortunately, did not remove it either. Things are looking up here for Ocean State.
They have to loop something in though for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, you don't need to go quite that far, I don't think.
Oh, that's pretty good. You just don't want to leave a double. You gotta either go back 4 even. Back
Yeah, I also
buttons.
just don't want to leave that yellow tap. Might not be
Which yellow
shot.
tap?
Might not be shot though. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. From this angle, it looks like you can get there. From here, definitely not. Okay, then yes, coming under the yellow is fine. Why wouldn't you just draw the other side? I guess maybe they haven't played it as much.
Would bring you pretty far away from the 4-foot. Really hard to get there.
No, I guess. I haven't been seeing how much this curls. This looks light.
Couple of coast to coast
Gonna have to
sweeps so
tap.
far
Gonna
by
have to
Ocean
tap this
State.
up. Might have enough weight to tap this up though. Yep. All right, that works. Good plan B.
Still looking for a hit.
Okay.
Still looking to try and remove some red granite.
I think Cape Cod can still get that outer red.
Oh yeah.
Looking to hit and roll under.
Yeah. Taking
Took a lot. All right. I don't remember where he had the broom on the first one.
I'm not sure.
Really working.
Looks like it's gonna remove it.
Looks pretty good.
Looks like it's gonna have a little too much
Roll though.
But did remove and stick for shot.
Oof.
And it's behind a wall of guards.
I think you just come in again though if you're Cape Cod.
That should not change. Ocean
Don't worry about
State's-
that one. You don't need to worry about that rock yet.
Still not changing Ocean State strategy,
he's
in my
looking to
opinion. You
sit on
should
that.
still draw around this center guard.
Yes. You don't need to worry about that yellow yet.
Yeah. Plenty of time still.
Yes. Okay. It looks like he's going back.
Yeah. Good. Good call. Like the call.
All right, so he's just throwing the same shot. Smart move here. Taking a rest over on the board there, one of the
Pretty
trash
sure he's trying to
pandas.
stay
I know.
away.
Just quite funny how he did that. This looks a little toasty, but might not be
The
bad.
way it's swooping in
Oh,
with
no.
the lack of handle,
Oh, no.
it's just going to dive.
Maybe tap the other one up. Maybe they get a little lucky twice. Oh, that was unfortunate.
Yes, dude. The way it was going to come off that wall and lack of rotation on ice that swings this much
You
really
definitely need more rotation.
exposes a lot of releases that don't have a lot of rotation on them.
Including mine.
Yeah. That's one thing I find. The swingier the ice, we'll say the quote-unquote the better curlers generally have a little more rotation, a little more outward motion, so it really separates the teams. When you have straighter ice, it really brings the teams closer together.
But you also get away with not having as good of a handle. I know
Yes.
I'm guilty of that. Back at Christmas, we were home in Winnipeg, and I was curling on my old club, and wow, my rocks sure moved.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty good shot here
Nice shot.
by Cape Cod. This
Really
is
good. Put that in there.
Really going to make things tough for Ocean State. They're going to have to make their last two shots counters.
Well, the good thing is they've just seen it.
Yep.
And if you can just sneak it under, you're pretty well under cover, and I think it's pretty tough to get in there. We unfortunately don't know the names of any of these fine folks, so let's see what the Ocean State skip can do here.
Great shot by the Cape Cod third, though.
Really good shot under a little pressure. Really nice. This has a little more rotation.
It's hard to tell. We haven't been watching this sheet, so I don't know if this is a lot of ice, a lot of rotation, a lot of speed.
Right. It's
Looks
got a
like a
curl.
lot of speed to
Looks
me.
like it's got a curl. Looks like it's got a curl. Ooh, not quite.
Unfortunate. Just rubs it and rolls.
Yeah.
Not sure what they can do for Red to score their two.
Pretty tough now. That just didn't curl up. I think if he'd had a hair less ice, that would have been pretty close.
No, all I can see is, for lack of a better term here, I'm going to call it the Homan. Is all I really see to possibly sit to
What do you
for
mean?
Red. So the far outside red on the right side of your screen, you hit probably a third of it into your own red that would go down onto the last two yellows and double them out. It's really the only shot that I see for
And then
Red.
the raised rock just sits.
Yes.
Can we tap in Rachel Holman to throw that shot? Because I'd be very amused.
I
I would love to see. I
Rachel
would
Holman
love to
try.
see her show us how to do that. I'm telling you, if you can go look at the 8th end of the 2:00 draw today to see Rachel Holman's shot, it was pretty spectacular. It's on. You can watch it on YouTube. TSN has a stream of the Scotties. All the past draws are available. So it's it was one of the page 1v2 games. If you can go find that shot, I highly recommend
Tell me
it.
they're lining it up. That's all they can do. You can see it.
He's looking at I don't know if he sees. I'm not quite sure what they're looking at. I think they're looking at something off the center red. Which, I mean, I guess that's theoretically also there. Right? Same result?
I mean, it's...
Could you not hit that red, hit
Which
the
red?
center guard, just slightly off nose of the back one, gotta hit the nose of the top yellow, maybe you get both?
Yeah, but that is much harder than the other shot.
Okay, but I mean, when we were watching Holman do it earlier...
No, I think he sees it now.
Hold on, but when Holman
He sees it now.
Can I just point out a fact that when Holman did it earlier, the center raise was further the angle raise was shorter, which is why it was easier. I'm not sure. Do you still think the angle's easier?
By far, because you would have to curl around a center guard on
All
this
right,
one.
well, he's throwing a home in shot. No pressure.
I like this. I like this attempt.
I like that he's going for it. Oh, if he makes this. So where does he have to hit this, Josh?
I'm thinking about a third of a rock.
Okay. He should probably take a hair more ice because I'm not sure if he throws it quite as hard as our friend Rachel does, but...
I haven't really seen him throw, so I don't really know how hard he throws.
Do you think he can throw as hard as Rachel Holman?
Sure.
All right, let's see what he's got. Okay, good weight. A little extension on the throw.
Nice and firm.
He might have pitched it wide, though.
Nice and firm.
He pitched it out.
That was definitely
Oh, good try. That was the right weight, though.
nice try by Ocean State. So that brings a conclusion to a game on sheet 4. It's Cape Cod securing 2 points. 9-5 final over Ocean State. And that's the conclusion of draw 11 here at the 5 and under Dykes Bonspiel at the Broomstones Curling Club in Wayland, Massachusetts. Thanks, Briggs, for doing this with me. It was a pleasure to commentate a curling game with you.
Oh, it was a good time as always.
Yes.
Thanks for watching,
Yeah.
everybody, and I'll head back here tomorrow for some more action.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.